Hi, welcome to another episode of MacGyver's Workshop with DaddyTechEnt there walking by, and I give Mogwai bright light. Ugh. He's got his new Chuck Norris camera light. It's killing me, man. But anyway, yeah, and a friend of mine, he messaged me on Facebook, and he says, "Hey," he says, "what kind of gear do you use? You know, making your videos?" Well, my buddy here, you know, of course, he's got the 4K rig, which is a little better than mine, a lot better than mine. But anyway, so he's filming me alongside my regular little cheap camera. But DaddyTechEnt there, why don't you kind of pull out and turn around and look at the camera? This is my little Canon. What is it, VX HRF500 or something? And it's a very expensive
Vixia HFR500.
It's discontinued now, so you can get them cheap for like $250. And it's not a bad camera. I mean, it's not going to shoot, you know, Linus Tech Tips or anything, but you know, or EEV blog. But come on, guys, I gave you plugs there. You got to give me some props for that. Anyway, you know, I'm just a small-time guy. You know, the only reason I do this is because, you know, Daddy Tech here is like, man, he says, all the crazy stuff you do over there in that workshop, you ought to film this stuff. So there we go.
Get some videos up.
So anyway, this is going to be a little how-to on how I film myself. I said, and most of the time I don't have a cameraman, so unless I have my son over, you know, or maybe my wife, you know, will film me. You know, I've either got the camera on a tripod like Jim just showed you here, or I'm, you know, doing it myself, selfie camming here, and turning the camera around and then cutting it out in post-production so it looks, you know, important. But anyway, this is a good friend of mine's truck. You look at it, and damn, that light's bright, Jim.
Another Ford.
You're gonna, those of you who watch my channel will recognize it. That looks vaguely familiar. It looks a hell of a lot like my son's truck, don't it? And the one we just put the shift kit in, but it's not my son's. No, his was a 4-door, wasn't it? And this one's four-wheel. This one's four-wheel drive. So this one pushes the limits of, you know, about what I can fit on my lift, because, I mean, weight-wise I'm good, but, you know, just the length, man. This truck is so freaking long. If it had a long bed on it, I don't know that I'd be able to pick it up. But it's a long glass of water, ain't it? So anyway, say hi, Raj.
Hey, how's it going?
And really good friend of mine. I know me and him been buds for a long time. And he brought it over here. We're just doing a quickie health check on it while he's over here at his farm in Springfield. As a matter of fact, actually, those of you who know me on Facebook, if you look at my logo on Facebook, where I'm saddling up that big old honkin' white Shire, that was actually his horse. I horsey sat him for a while. Can't remember why. I think you just did it to, like, make me earn my bones or some shit. I mean, he was spoiled rotten, you know. And, you know, all he ever wanted to do, you know, once you got the saddle on him and got him into it and realized that he was going to go out for a ride in the neighborhood, and all the neighborhood kids would come out and give him carrots, you know, then he was down with the program. See, he didn't have no trouble with that. But that totally flew in the face of my buddy Roger here, because he's like, you know, super dude Chuck Norris horseman, you know, and me, I'm just like, oh, look at the lovely horsey. So anyway, so we're going to look at the starter on this truck, and you know, Jim's going to probably shoot little pictures of me carrying the camera around, which he already has. But at the same time, he had a heart of gold. I mean, he was spoiled rotten, you know, and you know all he ever wanted to do, you know, once you got the saddle on him and got him into it, and realized that he was going to go out for a ride in the neighborhood, and all the neighborhood kids would come out and give him carrots, you know. Then he was down with the program. See, he didn't have no trouble with that. But that totally flew in the face of my buddy Roger here, because he's like, you know, super dude Chuck Norris horseman, you know. And me, I'm just like, oh, look at the lovely horsey. But anyway, so we're going to look at the starter on this truck, and you know, Jim's going to probably shoot little pictures of me carrying the camera around, which he already has, and
Yeah, I'll try to avoid that.
yeah, thanks.
That's letting you see the man behind the curtain.
Yeah. So, and it was actually Jim with his 4K camera, and he's kind of pointing up in there. And basically, what we got is we got a wayward starter bolt. I'm actually surprised that it's held in there as good as it has. So we're going to try and fix him up and see what we can do here.
Yeah. That bolt right there that's missing. Oh, come on.
You realize, Jim, I'm going to be up all night editing that freaking video. Because you had to shoot it in 4K. It's going to look badass, no doubt, but...
Yeah. Well, no, because you'll have to down convert it to mount up with your 1080p.
I just hope I got a bolt that'll fit his, hope I have a bolt that'll fit that.
I'm thinking maybe with 7/16 or something like that.
No, Roger, that's a metric.
Should have brought my.
They did away with 7/16 back in World War II, Raj.
Should have brought my Ryobi over here and let you see what it's like.
Good.
Little electric impact.
Yeah, I've seen a good bit of them. They're
Well, it's not the little dinky one like you get from DeWalt or whatever. It's half inch.
it's a good one.
Yeah.
I remember you talking about it.
Yep. I put it in with the. Look at there. Now you can see what you're doing and everything. Oh my
Chuck
God.
Norris.
Oh my God.
You sure you put the right bolt in here, Raj?
Took two out and put two back in.
Well, you know, I know that stands to reason, but I wonder why. Now this bolt I'm putting in here has the Loctite on it, so the threads feel good. So I'll feel
Maybe.
better about you going home with this.
Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. I never had any that felt good. They're always just bolts and screws to me.
Yeah,
Well, like I
but
say, it would thread in, but then you couldn't torque it.
huh?
So we'll see what happens with this one.
Yeah, it's getting snug.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
You know the problem is that you're like
Ham-fisted.
a 2-foot or 3-foot breaker bar.
Yeah.
Okay, on a 1/4-inch grade 0 bolt. Okay.
That's besides the
Let me
point.
tighten this son of a bitch up.
Well, I figure if I
It's
can't,
tight, ain't no doubt about that.
I
But
figure if I can't do what my tools can do, what the heck good am I?
yeah, but your tool, you on top of your tools, that's the problem. No, Rod, just this son of a bitch is tightening up just fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere
Might have
now.
been the bolt.
Could have been the bolt screwed up, but thankfully it didn't screw the threads up. So anyway,
I knew it would only take you 15 minutes once you got it up.
yeah.
Takes more time to put it up in the air and it does tighten
Well,
up.
yeah, I did say that, didn't I? These things are a bear to set up on lift.
Well, that's because you have to have every adapter you've got on the thing.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, it's worth every minute of the setup time. so that I'm not sitting here worried about your big ass sitting under that truck.
But you notice I'm still sitting over here.
Yeah.
Yes, but see, wisdom, okay, comes with experience. Experience
Comes from bad
judgment.
decisions. Yep. You've been reading
So anyway,
too many Facebook
We're
posts.
sitting here running around being stupid with these cameras, and I'm doing all
They're
kinds
stupid.
I'm doing all kind of filming here, and you just do what you can with the camera, and you try to sight it on what you're doing, and it really helps when you have somebody running the camera. Now, my buddy Jim here at Daddy Tech, he's way farther along in this than I am. He's got really cool gear. Me, I just got a little inexpensive. I wouldn't even call it prosumer, really. It's a little. It
$20 light, and I'm high dollar now.
No, I'm talking about that Sony 4K camera,
well.
dude. That's like high cotton compared to my little Vixia. But
You want to play the game. You like
the big
the.
boys, you gotta get the big
That's right.
toys.
You like
look at that.
like living large. You
Sony.
gotta pay.
Sony 4K. Well, you got the whole living large thing down there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Most of that just from being lazy.
but anyhow, we're just sitting here gathering
Let's
footage.
see what you.
I'm high dollar now.
No, I'm talking about that Sony 4K camera, dude. That's like high cotton compared to my little Vixia. But
You want to play the game. You like
Play with the big boys, you gotta get the big
That's right.
toys.
You like
look at that.
like living large.
Sony.
You gotta pay.
Sony 4K. Well, you got the whole living large thing down there.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Most of that just from being lazy.
but anyhow, we're just sitting here gathering
Let's
footage,
see what you guys do over here.
and then we'll show you when we go in the house
Ugly as hell.
God help me.
how we mix it and edit it down in post-production. So, okay, so now we are back in MacGyver's lair here, where all the magic happens, and we'll show you what we do here when we after we get done shooting all the video. Okay, so the software I use is a package called Power Director by Cyberlink, and that's kind of what you would call like a prosumer kind of software. And what we basically do is we will import all our media, and let me find my little video intro bit here. There we go. We'll import that, and then we'll bring in all our 4K video. That was from DaddyTechEnt's camera, and then we'll bring in my 1080p video, and then I'll pull a plug here. We bring my intro in here and drop it in, and I've got the headphones unplugged so you can see. So I can do that, and then we'll just bring in our other clips and bring them in here, or I could insert a title, in between a clip, and it's all pretty cool as to how we do it here. So that's a kind of like a 3D looking one, and then there's just a plain one, and all different kinds of, you know, regular different titles. And there's your thought bubbles. You know, there's a left-handed thought bubble, a right-handed thought bubble. You know, those are recognized the videos that I did with my son. Those were used there. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So we do that, and then you have your video where it finishes. Over here at MacGyver's workshop again. Look what he's working on again. Another doggone Ford. Yep. Yeah, we can do all kind of stuff here with this. So that's how we do these videos here. So I'm gonna finish putting this little piece of video together here, and then we'll take the video that I'm recording now and then add it to at the end. So stay tuned.